Peace. What's happening, good people? This gift here for Payusnomind, and today we're back reviewing United Masters once again. Now, we reviewed them in the past, back when their service was unlimited distribution, no upfront fee. They took 10% of the revenue you made, and that was it. But now they've changed. Now they have a different pricing structure. They have basic, which is still, unlimited distribution, 10%. And then they have select, which is $59.99 a year for their distribution service. Now, let's take a look at these different pricing tiers and what they're offering at these different levels. Now, for basic, it's still no upfront fee, unlimited distribution, allegedly. 10% of what you make is taken. Now, with the basic tier, they restrict you to 5 stores. You only get to distribute your music to 5 stores on the basic tier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stores. Okay? Also, you only get to distribute music for one artist. One artist. Also, you are restricted to one release per month. You cannot release more than one release per month. So you say, well, how is it unlimited if I can only release one release per month? That's effectively 12 releases a year. Well, they're not capping the number of years, I guess, right? You can release 12 releases a year, but for 100 years or 1,000 years, however long you manage to stay alive, and that makes it unlimited. Now, the other aspect of this is the fact that, those opportunities, they have these opportunities that United Masters has. The ability to submit your music for consideration for things like NBA events and stuff like that. The ability to submit your music for consideration for all sorts of partnerships with all sorts of brands and playlists that they have, that they partner with Apple Music to create all sorts of stuff. Now, on the basic tier, you can't submit your music for opportunities. So that's off the table. No submitting for opportunities. So you're capped at 5 stores. You only get to distribute one project per month, and there are no opportunities that you can submit to. You cannot submit to any opportunities. Now, on the select tier, it's $59.99 a year for distribution. And for that price, you get unlimited distribution. You get to release unlimited amounts of music. There's no monthly cap. There's no yearly cap. It's unlimited. And they get your music into all of the stores that they distribute to. They don't restrict. So all of the stores they distribute to, you get your music into. And they distribute to a lot of stores. I'll give them that. It's a lot of stores they distribute to. And you get to submit your music for all of the opportunities that they have, the NBA, everything like that. So all of the opportunities you get to submit your music to. Now, the thing with Select is that you still only get to distribute music for one artist. It's still one artist. If you want to distribute music for more than one artist, like if you're a label or something like that, you have to pay the annual fee, an additional annual fee for every artist you want to distribute music to. So if you are distributing music for 2 artists, that's $59.99 for artist 1 and $59.99 for artist 2. And if you add another artist, that's another $59.99. So they keep adding on the annual fee per artist. It's additional. So there's that if you're a label. Now, here's my issue with United Masters. In the previous video I did it on, I talked about their terms of agreement and this little clause in it called the right of first refusal that basically, to simplify it, means that you're not free to move with your music as you choose. So if a label comes to you and they say, yo, that record is burning up the internet, we want to do a deal with that record. You can't just say, let me sign and enter into a partnership with that label. Right of first refusal means you have to take that deal, present it to United Masters, and have them decide whether they want to match, whether they want to get involved in that process at all, which they could block a deal, they could make it take so long that the other company decide not to be, not to bother at all. It's just not something you want to be dragged into. Now, with this new thing that they have with select and basic, you say you can't submit your music at all. So you might feel like, hey, I'm not subject to the right of first refusal, so that don't matter to me. And the thing that they've changed with this select tier is now they've removed the requirement of you having to submit your music yourself. So previously, you had to submit your music for an opportunity with the NBA or the playlists and stuff like that. And if you chose to submit your music, then you got subject to the right of first refusal. Now, that's not the case. Now, United Masters has the right to submit anything distributed through them on the behalf of the artist. And that applies to select and basic. So even though you can't submit your music yourself on the basic tier, United Masters can submit any song you upload on your behalf if they choose to. And on the select tier, same thing. They can submit any song they choose to submit for an opportunity on your behalf. And once that song is submitted, you are now subject to that right of first refusal and not free to go where you want and do what you want with your own music. And then they separate or classify submitted content as something different than delivered content. So submitted content somehow means that they submitted the content for consideration, or they submitted the content for the opportunity, but delivered content means that they actually gave it to the NBA or whoever's reviewing the music to consider for usage. So submitted means that they submitted it. Delivered means they actually gave it to the people to listen to and consider, which is like it's weasel words. It doesn't even make sense, but that's how they wording it. Now that's neither here nor there. That is another little thing that bothers me. The main thing here, though, is that right of first refusal and how it locks you up. Now, in addition to that right of first refusal, if you actually choose to submit a song on your own behalf, like you go in and you submit a song for an opportunity, then the United Masters agreement becomes exclusive. Exclusive. And you cannot enter into any agreements with any third party without United Masters involvement. So that means like no record companies, no brand deals concerning any of the music that you put out, no nothing. You are now, it's almost like you're signed to United Masters, like they're a label or something. And that to me is absurd because of the fact that United Masters is not giving you an advance. They are not giving you money to invest in recording or promotion or anything like that. All they're doing is letting you pay them to digitally distribute your music to stores. Then you spend your money, your effort, your energy into making that song a success. And then what this right of first refusal and this exclusive thing means is that they can go in, submit that song that they see taken off for any old opportunity, and now you are locked into a right of first refusal. And they got their hooks in you now. You ain't free to go. So basically, they're trying to cover their own tracks. Not cover their tracks, but they're basically trying to make sure that they get a piece of you if you succeed, when they have nothing to do with your success. It'd be one thing if they were saying, hey, if we submit your music for an opportunity and then the music gets chosen for an opportunity, then, you're subject to the right of first refusal and all. That would make sense. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, you got my music added to ESPN and then it blew up from there. All right. But to just say, okay, well, your song is bubbling without us, and now we're gonna go and submit it for an opportunity just so we are now connected to it, so you can't leave and become successful without us getting a piece. That to me is outrageous, man. You know, now you guys can voice your opinion about it, how you feel about it. If you feel like I'm wrong, if you feel like I misread something in the terms, you want to go look at it, you're a lawyer or whatever, you know, you can voice your opinion in the comments below. You can also tell everybody your experience with United Masters, you know, what it was like using them, all of that type of stuff, man. As always, if anybody want to know more about United Masters or any of the companies I review, you can get the Guide to Digital Distribution ebook. It's a link to that in the description box. You guys can always hit me up at Payusnomind on Instagram, at Payusnomind on Twitter, payusnomind@gmail.com. If you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do that. Make sure you like this video, share it with a friend that might be considering United Masters. This is Gift signing off. Pay us no mind. Peace, good people. One.